Hi guys, welcome. As you can see, Kai is back to her usual self, absolutely no problems at all. Thank you so much for all the well wishes that were sent on all the various platforms on the internet. We really appreciate it. Kai, don't you? What'd you say?
Hello.
Good girl. Enjoy the video, guys. Catch you later. Sunday morning and we're having to use our brains again, aren't we?
Yes.
It's a struggle this morning.
Well, it's a struggle every day for me.
So this is the trim that we're going to be using on here, and we're cutting it so that we then know what height to tile to. That sounds really easy when you say it quickly.
It does. Should we just hold that for me, please? Thank you. There you go. I'd already cut the thin bit.
Yeah.
And you had to cut the thick bit without crushing it. That's it. That's what I've got spare.
So this is for playing with. Okay. So this is what we put on here, and we'll move it along. This can get mucky and what have you with tile grout and stuff, and we have to tile up to this height. See the space we've got here, over there, where the original tiles that we put down, these, we'll call them tiles, these ladrillos, some of them are banana shaped, so we haven't got as much of a gap in other places. So if we use this as we go along, we'll have it the correct height when we finish.
That's the theory.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to say okay.
It's your rules, not mine.
Vale. Vale, mira que lo que tenemos ahora. We have innovated using these as stoppers to then put this little machine up against it to then get the bit on the back wall. We've drawn it onto this big tile. The royal we, Chris, is going to cut this and we'll see if it works.
Yes.
This is the only way now. We think we've got the idea right. This is the only way to find out.
That's it. And I had to be doing 3 steps because that's 25 centimetres and this is 61 point something centimetres.
So we did a bit, drew it on, did a bit, drew it on, did a bit, drew it on. Let's see if it works. It's got 2 chances. Well, none too shabby.
You mean?
Just however many more to go. Okay. Mucky man.
Good.
Mucky floor.
Mucky everything. Very dusty.
Very dusty. Reason being, Chris uses plasterboard underneath the tiles when he's cutting because he finds us the most forgiving. Wood and other things can help you crack tiles. To give you an idea, I'm now going to glue these down flat, obviously, and that's what we're going to have at the back.
Got 2 down already.
Don't judge my tiling methods. This is the weirdest tiling thing we've ever done in our lives, and it's working, so shh.
Yes, we're having to make up a lot with the tile cement, aren't we, as we go along?
Yes, because these tiles
They're bananas.
They're bananas that way. They've also got a divot in them, like a channel, so they eat into the next one. That's almost tongue and grooved.
Yes. Well, it is, yeah. I suppose it is called tongue and groove, really.
It's tongue and grooved bricks, isn't it, really?
There we go. Look.
Did it?
Yes. That's awesome.
It will look awesome, actually. Very, very pleased. Mixed far too much tile adhesive. Anybody want some ready mixed tile adhesive?
I'm going to clean these tiles off now. Get all the muck gone. And get it ready for grouting. So when Lynn comes home from work, she's going to grout that. I don't think my grouting skills are up to it. I'm a little bit heavy-handed. However, I'm not sure what we're going to do with this front edge, and you can see it a little bit there with the adhesive. Didn't go. God, it's really dusty. I'm kicking up with dust like mad. So I'm considering putting a bit of yeso or something here, just to fill this gap. It won't be doing anything other than just facing it, and then it'll be ready for ground. Flipping heck! I think my priority is to get all this dust up. Wow. Oh, that helped a bit. Oh, that floor's better. Wow. That's a lot of dust gone. A lot of powder gone. There's no point in going over the top because we'll be doing this lot very soon. All being well. So right, I'll go and get myself changed into something less winterized, get these tiles done, and then continue with the rest of my day. Right, I've just had a message discussion with Lillian. We're going to go for white grout along the wall, between the tiles and the wall, and grey grout on these gaps along here. I think that'll work well. So I'm going to do the grey grout now, and then hopefully by tomorrow morning it'll be nice and solid, and then I'll be able to go along and do the white. Now I can't use the grouting sponge that we have been using because it's miles too big, and then the plan is not to get any on the walls. So I'm going to use a normal little hard spatula. I'm hoping that that'll work. I can't see why not, so I'll just have a quick go and see how it goes. Actually, where are they? I need my magic eyes. There they are. Right. Right, and put that over there out the way. Yep, right, that's it. Right then, I'll have a go. I hope this works. There it is. I've taken on board advice I've been given about grouting, and I've cleaned it up as best as I can without interfering with the wet grout. So, wait and see how that dries. Yes, quite happy. I've just been trying to suss out how this trim's going to fit. It's not ready just yet, but I want to run it by Lillian once I've thought of my personal idea of the best way of doing it. So, it's in two pieces. This is ultimately how it's going to look. Right, so for the correct sizing, we'll cut one piece down, so there's a joint here of the backing piece, and the rest of it's a full length. Now my personal way of thinking is that the joint for the backing piece is best there, and then the joint for the metal is probably best there, where I need to cut the other piece of metal. Okay, a continuing saga of this wall with the paint. This time I wet it down with water and let it soak in for a while. As you can see, there's a little bit of damp down there. And I've repainted it again. So hopefully that will work. I really do hope that's the cure. So we'll give that a day or two and then see what happens, see if it flakes off like it has done previously. Right, here we are again in a little dark corner.
Good.
Life's not so clever.
So you've done a fab job today of cutting these tiles ready to go into this edging strip.
Yep.
There's two are sitting in, won't come out, that's fine, leave them there. We've got to put glue on this, put everything up and the edging strip. All in one.
Yes.
Space for you. It's going to take both of us to do it all in one.
Definitely will do, yeah. I'll come from this side and I can hold it this way while you do
Okay.
the necessary, I think. I think that would be the best plan. Never done this before.
No, the reason we're doing this first is because once this is in place, it will then be easy to mark these last 2 tiles, because there'll be a tile 2 there.
Two and a bit, isn't it?
2 and a squidge.
Yeah.
The squidge matches the weirds that we've got to do all the way down there. But if we can get these this has got to be done so we can then got the actual measurements right up to the edge of this strip to cut these ones to go in.
Yes.
We looked at doing it the other way around, and there was a potential for a centimetre difference, and it would just be so wrong long term. Just got to be done this way.
Done. Step gently, Christopher. Step gently. Okay. I've done a little bit of a peg there, and they're keeping the tiles up until they've gone off. And this area will be ready to be finished. I'll get the tiles cut for there tomorrow. See how I'll get on, and maybe head this way. Lillian's just using the rest of the tile adhesive just to fill this hole because we made too much, and so just going to pack it in really.
Yeah.
Right, that's all that bit of work done there. It looks really neat actually, I quite like it. However, we'll still be putting the trim on. It's not quite gone off, so a little bit more time needed for that. I now need to grout between the wall and the tiles using the white grout. Now I also want to get this little bit of step done and cut out, and then possibly make a start there. There's a couple of cracks over at that point. They're not loose and they're not getting any bigger, so I guess what was ever causing the cracks has stopped causing the cracks. I also need to put a tile on the windowsill over there, and we have one left of the trim tiles that we used at the top, so I've got to be careful and get that done. It does need a little bit of something putting on between the worktop and where the tile's going to be. I'll probably end up using a small brick and cut that down and then fix that in place.
Back from work. Hi guys. Chris done an awesome job cutting these tiles ready for going down there, and we were just about to start putting them down, and we've noticed this floor that we laid a long while ago, it's cracking.
Yeah, we knew about some thin little cracks, but they're rubbish there, aren't we?
Yes.
And it actually moves, but it's in a diagonal line.
Yeah, I can't make it move, but we did make it move. I don't know if you can tell. Anyway.
Just around here somewhere.
Yes. Yeah, the dust kind of pops out.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to dig it out. Find out what's going on underneath. Because obviously we're not going to lay tiles on this and have a problem underneath and long-term problem. So...
my concern is the direction where it's gone and how it is. Is it a root?
Oh gosh, please no more roots.
Well, there shouldn't be a root there because it was a step down before.
Yes, it was.
And it was tiles underneath.
Yes.
And we laid stuff on top, but there's obviously something.
we dug out all sorts of roots in this floor. I hope to goodness it isn't now. There's only one way to find out.
Yes.
And obviously it's a relatively easy fix afterwards, but we've got to know what's going on underneath.
Yeah, we'll be able to get his plug to it. There you go.
Oh, it's fine underneath, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there's that bit there. I just did it with that machine. But there's no cracks. There was a crack going across there.
Yes.
No, there's no crack.
Okay. Well, at least we checked it before putting the tiles down.
Obviously I've got to bring this up that's loose, but it's
Yep.
bulging here. It's raised. It's no longer flat. It goes up and back down again. Okay.
Right, we'll have to remove what's...
I mean, that's higher than there.
We'll have to remove what's loose and deal with it from there. So, I kept digging. And basically what we found is this compound that we put down, we followed the instructions exactly. It said not to wet the concrete underneath that you would put the levelling compound on, which seemed wrong to us, but this stuff just hasn't keyed. Show the stuff at the bottom.
And just lifts off.
Just lifts straight off. It hasn't keyed to what's underneath.
No.
Obviously we can't then lay tiles on something that's cracking and floating.
Yeah. But there's no damage to the concrete we laid underneath.
No, it's absolutely fine.
And it's weird, because this is exactly the same stuff as we used over there. And that's perfect. There's no cracks at all.
Yes.
And it's not hollow or anything. Just this bit.
Yeah. We've gone back to
Solid.
solid. So we used the STS drill coming this way. This does not want to come up. This is solid.
Yeah.
This is keyed to the floor underneath. For some reason, where Chris is kneeling, that hadn't.
Now, we've caused some cracks with vibration, but it's solid. I've tried putting this underneath it and levering it, and it isn't moving.
Yes.
So I'm guessing it's solid. At least it's not tree roots.
For goodness sakes, yes, thank goodness for that.
It just reminded me of a tree root. The route it had taken.
Yes.
Root.
Beetroot. Root beer.
Right. I'm still... It's all solid, but there's that crack's concerning me, but it's solid. I think that was vibration though.
Yes.
It's not moving. None of this is moving now. That bit. Because I hadn't swept it out. Not getting any more self-levelling compound. I'll just have to do a
Mix of cement.
mix of cement. I can't even do it as concrete because the stones we've got are too big.
Well, I've just come back from having to run an errand. Hasn't he done well?
Fixed it a bit.
You fixed it a bit.
Fixed it a bit.
Yeah.
Fixed it a bit.
It's looking good.
Hopefully, it'll be all right.
Well, it looks all right now. So I'm just saying it's looking good. It might not look good long term, but right now it looks okay.
Yes, I made a little dam as well, as you can see, with
Yes.
the extra cementy stuff, because we're due a lot of rain coming up
And all of this slopes inwards.
this way. So hopefully that'll stop some of it.
Yes.
To be fair though, we haven't had that much water come in recently, the last few rains, but it has been damp. So if that just stops the damp, that'll be perfect.
If any's going to help, basically.
Yeah.
So that's good. Right.
Yeah, and it's not packed down either. It's sort of like blobbed down on dusty stuff. So hopefully it'll just flick off
Yes. Yeah.
when it's dry.
Oh, it will, I'm sure. Yes, but the idea being some sort of a dam.
Yes.
And we'll get these glued down then.
Yep. Yeah.
Once we've got a lovely dry sunny day.
Yeah. Eventually we'll be building a step out there anyway,
Yes.
because we need to raise the whole lot of that concrete.
Okay. So all this concrete out here is absolutely rubbish. It's hollow, it's cracked, it's rubbish. It's crumbly if you hit it with anything. If you drop a concrete block on it, it just crumbles away underneath. So all this has to be removed, and we'll be building it new, and at the same time we'll make it to the level so that we actually have that higher. We don't want water going in.
That's right.
So we're going to do a little step.
Yeah. And then it'll all slope away from the building anyway.
Yes, yeah.
As it should.
As
not
it should.
to it.
Yeah, this is stuff we was hoping to be doing last year. but everything's taking a lot longer, and it's actually a much bigger job than we originally thought. So yes, at some point this will all be changed. Patio will be built here, and there will be a little step there to stop water going in. Patio will slope away.
Right, Luna's just gone to wash her hands. There you go. Those towels are down. We'll give them a quick sponge off. Got spaces in places, and we only need one of those little height adjuster things. That was lucky actually, because the tiles didn't need a lot of stuff apart from in a couple of places, so that's brilliant. That's just going off. Hopefully it'll be okay.
I've got this bunch of reprobates some toys today, and they've smelt them already. Who can sit? Who can sit? Who can sit? Kai, what colour would you like? Kai.
David's got it already.
Loki, sit.
Loki wants a blue one.
Ow. Dover. Kai, there's one over there.
Loki wants them all. And Dover wants them all.
Before they had one, and they were always fighting over the one coloured one and one black one.
Now there's 5 in total.
And they're still going to fight over them, no doubt.
Yes. Kai, it was a boring ball, wasn't it? Oh.
Good girl. Good girl. Wake up, baby. You heard the boys coming. Solid rubber.
The guy's got a blue one now.
Got a blue one. Do you want a yellow one? Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. You never played with toys.
No.
Right, watch this one. If I catch it each time, Loki stops. If I keep bouncing it, he has to take it off me. Come on, bring it here.